Here is a quick video to help you with Learning Guide 1201-04, and it's problem 3-9. And I am not going to do all of these transactions with you. I'm just going to take you through the first couple, and then I'm going to let you finish this on your own. So in 3-8, I took you through each transaction, but with the help of each other in class and with the other practice, I think we should be good to go for this. So I will get you started. We're going to read the transactions. Juanita Ortega opens a business, and this is a hiking service business, and she also provides rafting trips too. And it's called Outback Guided Service. And we're going to read the transaction. So on January 1st, Ms. Ortega, the owner, opened a checking account for the business by depositing $60,000 of her personal funds. So again, this is just another way of saying that the owner invested money into the business. So we see it's $60,000 cash, and she's investing. So we're going to go to our table. We're going to increase the cash by $60,000. We're also going to increase the capital. My new balance for my cash is $60,000. $0 receivable, $0 hiking equipment. Everything else is zeros. We didn't borrow any money, and we are now, our stake in the company is now $60,000 increased, or Juanita's stake. Going to go back to number 2, paid by check for utilities, $4,000. So if I pay with a check, it's the same as paying cash. And because I'm paying, it's going to be decreased. I'm not getting office equipment. I'm not getting hiking equipment. I'm not going to receive the money later. And the utilities we know are expenses. So this will also be decreased by $4,000. Excuse me, just $4,000. So we don't have the expense accounts yet. We will eventually get there. So we're just going to use the capital account for now. I didn't borrow any money, so it's a $0 balance for that. And I'm not going to put that there. I will bring that down into the balance account. So here we're going to do 60,000 minus 4,000, which is $56,000. Again, I'm not waiting on any money. I don't have any hiking equipment. My rafting equipment is 0, and office equipment. I didn't borrow any money, and my capital is now $56,000. We're going to do transaction 3 together, which is bought hiking equipment for $2,500 cash. So again, I'm buying something, so my cash account is decreased by $2,500, but this time I did get property for that. And I just want to make sure that I have the right. So it says bought hiking equipment for $2,500 cash. So even though my cash is decreased, because they're both on the same side of the equal sign, so we use that orange bar there underneath the equal sign to kind of determine that, my hiking equipment now would have to be increased. And if you think about it, we now have $3,500 more worth of hiking equipment after that transactions. And hold on, let me just make sure. Excuse me, $2,500 more. So when I go to do my balance, it should not affect it because these two will cancel each other out. So we're just going to make sure of that. When we go to do our balance, we know that we have $53,500 over here. We have $0 waiting that we're waiting on. We have $2,500 worth of hiking equipment. We don't have any rafting equipment yet. We don't have any office equipment. We didn't borrow any money yet, and my capital was not affected. So $56,000, if I added these two sides up, I would get $56,000. So my equation is still balanced, and that's what I wanted. So I know we did this on the last. I want you just to take the time to make this a little bit bigger so you can see it nice and clear. So we're just going to bold it and make it an 11 font. Whenever we see the words balanced, it helps us see, and then when we go to add it, it'll be a little bit easier to keep it balanced. So this will be the last transaction that we do together. It's the 4th transaction, purchased office equipment on account. So now I'm purchasing the equipment on account for $11,500. So when I go and do that, I have, I didn't buy it with cash. I purchased it on account. So I know last time we kind of highlighted this to show that the words on account are in this. I looked for the word purchase, so I know that it's an accounts payable. And it was $11,500. So my accounts payable must increase $11,500. And with that credit, I bought office equipment. So I'm going to also increase my office equipment by $11,500. And then everything else stays the same. It doesn't get affected. Oop, I'm going to bring that down on my balance. I'm sorry. So my new balance, the balance for my cash will still be $53,500. My balance for my accounts receivable is still zero. My balance for and I'm just going to fill this in, and you kind of get the gist there. And when you add the asset numbers together, they should be equal to the other side of the equation, liabilities plus owner's equity. And if they're not, then you know that you have to adjust or reread your accounts and make sure that you did this correctly. So we should have $67,500 worth of liabilities plus owner's equity, and that should be equal on the other side. And if not, then we're doing something wrong and we have to fix it. So I want you to go in and I want you to fill the rest in, and check with me once you're done, and then we'll send you on to Business Transaction 3-10. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time that you took to read through this or look over this.